Hey everyone, Sweet Johnny Cage here, back with another part of the Dark Souls full playthrough walkthrough. In part 11, we are going to clear out part of Darkroot Garden that we missed earlier in the game, and we are going to kill the Great Wolf Sif to get the Ring of... Abyss Walker's Ring, I think it is? Something that lets us walk in the Abyss, I can't remember the name. Anyway, so if you've never joined me for these guides, this is a Let's Play style walkthrough, so I am recording as I play and as I talk, so it's a little live. You may hear a little bit of background noise. I edit out deaths. I leave some of the funny ones in if they do happen, like it did in Anor Londo. But this should be a quicker segment of the guide compared to the last couple. So I'll show you my character stats. I'm level 55 with 30 vitality, 23 endurance, 16 strength, and 27 dex. I have a Yuji Katana plus 10, the Crest shield. I'm using the Shadow set, as well as the Wolf Ring and the Ring of Steel Protection. Before we go to Darkroot Garden, wow, I said that with such an Irish brogue, that was crazy. I'm going to warp back to the Chamber of the Princess because I actually forgot to pick up a really important ring in Anor Londo. It's funny because when I showed everybody, or when I showed in the video the giant blacksmith, I thought I saw the chest that I needed to open, and then after I got done talking with the blacksmith, I just totally forgot to go get it. Anyway, we could drop down here into Ornstein and Smo's boss room, and then we're just going to make our way to the giant blacksmith. So it's a really quick trip. Won't take very long. You come over here, and then don't forget about the archer that's up here, but by the time we get to him, he should just turn into a regular Silver Knight. Yeah, there we go. We can just run around him. He shouldn't chase us all the way to the blacksmith. I would be very surprised if he did, but... Oh god, here comes an arrow. Jesus, yeah, he turns back into an archer, so that's okay. Alright, so heading down here, just go down these stairs. You can hear our buddy hammering away on his little anvil. And there's a chest hidden behind him. So you can see it from this side, but you can't get it from there. You gotta come over here and walk behind him, and then you can open it. And this chest contains the Hawk Ring, which increases damage from arrows, I believe. Extends bow range. So it's one of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The Hawk Ring belonged to Hawkeye Goff, who led the Great Archers. It boosts bow range so that arrows fly like they were shot by Goff's great bow, which took down high-flying dragons. We actually meet Goff in the DLC, so keep an eye out for him later. Having his ring does not change his dialogue or anything, so it's just a lore entry. Okay, so let's get our homeward bone. We'll use that. This should bring us back to Firelink Shrine. I don't think it'll bring us to the Chamber of the Princess. Yep, Firelink Shrine. Okay, so from here, we are now going to go to the Undead Parish bonfire near Andre of Astora. And we need to purchase... This is optional, but this is the best way to do it. That's funny. We need to purchase this item that's displayed on the screen here. What a coincidence. So we need to purchase the Crest of Artorias from Andre. And the only way to do that is with... You can do it in 2 ways, I should say. You can either kill Andre of Astora, and he will drop it. I don't recommend doing that. Or you could purchase it from him for 20,000 souls. So you should have accumulated a bunch of souls. If not, just go farm some. But we're going to use 2 souls of a hero. That'll give us 20,000 souls. And then we can purchase the crest from his inventory. There you go. Okay, so with the crest in our inventory, it's now time to head to the secret bonfire in Darkroot Garden. And we'll get rid of this prowling demon. This way I can sort of talk about Darkroot Garden for a little bit. Oh wow, we do great damage to him, unlike the ones in Anor Londo and Sens. That's kind of nice. This arena is a little frustrating because it has like these broken pillars all around, and it's easy to get caught on them. So you gotta be careful. Oh my god, dude. Your tail is very annoying. There you go. Alright, so he'll drop a Demon Titanite, I think. Yep. Alright, so we're just going to run to the hidden bonfire here in Darkroot. And then, if you remember earlier when we came here to fight the Moonlight Butterfly, you should remember that there was a big door that we couldn't open. The Crest of Artorias allows us to open that door, so that's where we're headed now. These guys will drop some moss. They have a pretty high drop chance with the moss. I'm surprised they're not dropping it. So here we are in Darkroot Garden. Just gonna head over here and turn right, and there's gonna be an Ent that runs towards us and another one that pops up behind us. But now that we just one-shot these things, they're really no threat. Okay. And then, if you have not already, you want to rest at this bonfire here. It's behind an illusory wall, but it's very, very helpful to rest behind. Alright, there you go. I think I kindled this one earlier. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. So we're going to rest at this bonfire, and then we're going to open this door that is sealed using the Crest of Artorias. Okay. So this is a really interesting area. This is a huge PvP area, so if you are human and you're here, there's a really big chance of you being invaded. There are forest hunters scattered throughout this area. Many of them are somewhat stealthed. They're using, I think it's the Thief Ring, if I'm not mistaken. But you want to basically just walk very, very carefully through here. There's going to be a knight. Here he is. There's this guy. At this stage of the game, since we're coming in here pretty late, we're going to be able to chop these guys down, no problem. I mean, I'm saying that yet. There we go. Alright, so he's dead. There are a few in here that are kill once, but there are a bunch in here that are not kill once. So you got to be careful. So we're just going to come all the way around. We're actually going to avoid most of them. And that is because I'm going to show you a covenant that you can join that turns them all friendly. So I'm going to walk over here. I'm going to hug this wall. There's another forest hunter to our right. He is a miracle user, and he can heal. So I'm going to aggro this guy here. This axe guy with the spider shield. Yep, come on over. We're going to kill this guy. Okay. His swings are really deliberate, so he's not too hard to parry. Oh, come on. You can also kick him off this ledge if you're having a hard time just fighting him straight up. Alright, this is also a pretty good soul farming spot, so you can just repeatedly kill the ones that don't disappear. There is one more forest hunter that I'm going to kill, and that is the woman who... It's unclear if it is Pharis or if it's just... Oh, God. Or if it's just somebody wielding the black bow of Pharis. There you go. Pick him off. And she's over here. And the reason we're going to kill her is because you want the black bow of Pharis. It's really, really strong. So she's right here. Oh, no. Oh, this is Pharis' companion. I messed up. So this, yep, there's Pharis. She's going to aggro and start shooting arrows at us. The arrows move so fast. So it's... You gotta be really careful. And we got the thief coming after us. This is real great. Luckily, we killed the, What? Oh. No. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. He confused me so much. He was just standing there. Anyway. Oh, that's really unfortunate. We'll do that again. But now you can see which ones stay dead, which ones don't. So we'll go ahead and respawn over here. And I'll just take the other path. There is a caster over there that you gotta be careful of. But he shouldn't aggro us at this point. He shouldn't see us. Okay, we can see our bloodstain over there. So there is a thief around that we have to try to deal with. Here comes the knight. I think we should have successfully aggroed the knight on his own. Let's kill this guy. Okay, so the knight's down. And then the thief is going to be somewhere over here. The thief is the hardest one to see, in my opinion. Alright, there's Pharis. You can get her to bleed. There you go. Okay, so she will drop the black bow of Pharis. which is basically the strongest bow in the game. I should say the strongest regular bow in the game. It's not stronger than a great bow. Alright, so we will likely aggro the thief out of the woods here. I think. Surprised he hasn't caught on yet. Alright, here comes the miracle user. We're going to try our best not to aggro the axe wielder over there. Oh god. Tried and failed. We will likely see him heal. Oh, Jesus. Almost walked off the ledge. It's going to heal both of them. Yeah, the forest hunters are rough. Pretty sure I just aggroed the thief as well. Yep. Oh my god, the gang's all here. Sweet Jesus, dude. This is going so well. Ugh. Alright. Oh! Okay, so that's that. That's this guy. Man, the thief just stands there. He's scary. Alright. Alright, and the thief kills himself. Alright, great. So that's a bunch of forest hunters all at once. But there's an NPC right here named Alvina. And Alvina invites us to join the forest hunters. And if we do that, she will give us the Forest Hunter's Ring. So just answer yes to all of our questions, join the Covenant. You'll need this for one of the trophies, but this grants us the Forest Hunter's Ring, and I'll show you what that does. Or the Cat Covenant Ring, I should say. She talks a lot, so I just skip her dialogue. So we're gonna ditch the Ring of Steel Protection, and we will equip the Cat Covenant Ring. Oh no, I don't want to search for a world to invade. But basically what it does is it makes the Forest Hunters friendly to us. So, see, this is a Forest Hunter here, this is the caster we didn't kill before, and since we are in the Covenant, we don't actually need the ring. Let me take that off before I invade somebody. We don't need the ring, but since we're in the Covenant, all the Forest Hunters become friendly to us. That said, though, not everything in this forest is part of the guild or the Covenant, so it's really just the humanoids that you gotta watch that are now friendly. Let's go ahead and re-equip the Ring of Steel Protection, and then we can also speak to this NPC right here, Shiva of the East, Captain of the Brigade.
I've heard all about you. I'm Shiva of the East, Captain of the Brigade. Let's teach you the clan basics now, as there's no time to chat in the midst of fighting. Except there is little in the form of rules, you hear? Fight and hunt as you like. Whoever's fastest gets the prey. That's the way we do it. Only, don't forget what Alvina said. Traitors aren't given a second chance, for any reason. That's about it then. Don't worry. It's a good old time, isn't it? Great to have you with us. Good hunting to you.
Okay, so that is Shiva of the East. Alright, so that's Shiva of the East, and behind him is another person who's sort of nicknamed Shadow. Shadow doesn't say much, and if you talk to him and talk to Shiva...
Did you notice that one? Sharp eyes? He is one of the clan from the East, like myself. Always slinking in the shadows. But he is a tough one. You'll see what I mean.
Okay, so... After this point, Shiva and Shadow move to Blighttown, near the elevator that goes back to the Valley of the Drakes, and Shiva becomes a weapon vendor. He sells a unique weapon called the Washing Pole, as well as a few other weapons, including the claws, I think. But if you were to kill Shadow, who looks just like me, look at that. If you kill Shadow, he gives you the Darkwood Grain Ring, which grants it changes your rolling animation into a flip. So... it's a really cool ring, really good for PvP. We're going to leave them as friendly for now. We're going to keep on going. So we're going to go down here, and then there is a chest just over here behind this little ruin. Alright. And then here's the stone set. And this is a really interesting part of Darkroot Garden. This is where all the mushroom children and the mushroom dads are. So the mushroom children won't really ever attack you unless you kind of get in their face, but most of the time they'll just sort of walk into you. The mushroom dads, however, are a completely different story. These guys will throttle you. They do so much damage and are just these lumbering hulks. Yep, there you go. So one hit, half my health. Do not mess around with these dudes. You want to kill them. And the reason we want to kill them is because they are guarding a chest that contains an Ember. So you want to take care of these guys so you can get their treasure. Okay, so that's one. They also drop gold pine resin, which is always good. So here's the other one, guarding the chest. You don't want to fight them near the chest because you don't want to hit the chest. If you hit the chest, it can break, and then the treasure turns to rubbish, and you lose out on the Ember. I don't think these guys are parryable. I've admittedly never tried. They could be, though, but I don't know. Alright. Cool. So that's 2 down. We can open the chest and get the Ember. This is the Enchanted Ember. It allows you to infuse your weapons with magic. You want to give that to Rickert of Vinheim in New Londo Ruins, just underneath the Firelink Shrine. So we're going to cross this bridge, and we are going to use the Seal of Artorias again, or the Crest of Artorias. Sorry, I always call it the Seal. We're going to use the Crest of Artorias one more time, and this will bring out the boss, Sif. I do want to mention, though, that if you were to go do the DLC before doing this boss fight, before triggering the boss cutscene even, if you complete the DLC, or at least I think if you kill Artorias and rescue Sif, I'm not sure if you have to kill Manus, but basically go do the DLC and then fight this boss, the cutscene will change. Sif will recognize you for rescuing him or her, I think. I can't remember if it's a male or female wolf. You still have to fight the boss, which is sad, but Sif will recognize you. So we're going to approach the grave of Artorias, and then Sif will come out to defend it. Alright, so fighting Sif is not too difficult if you have a strong weapon and good stats. It's easy to basically run into this boss early on in the game. You can see I'm doing really good hits to it. It's easy to run into this boss early in the game if you chose to buy this Crest of Artorias early. Oh my god, my timing is just way off. If you chose to buy the Crest of Artorias early. But since we're coming here somewhat late, you know, we're already halfway through the game. Wow, my timing is just way off on this. But since we decided to come here late in the game, you know, we're able to deal good damage. As you whittle away Sif's health, it will get injured. And this is one of the very few bosses in the game that kind of reacts to taking damage. And you'll notice that Sif gets slower. Oh god. I say that as it begins just thrashing me around. You'll notice that Sif's attacks get slower, and eventually, when Sif gets really low on health, they'll start limping. So at this point, we're about halfway down. This is when Sif starts moving a bit slower. Maybe another couple hits. Maybe not exactly at 50%. Jeez, come on. You want to try to get under its belly. That's a good way to do it. I want to show you the limp because it's sad, but it's like it's just such a neat detail when it comes to a boss. Alright, so I'm not at the limp phase yet. I'm trying to leave Sif. Yeah, okay, so Sif is now limping around. moving a lot slower, which is sad, but we need the ring that Sif is guarding. Sif is trying to keep us away from the abyss. Sif knows why we're here. But yeah, you can see the attacks get super slow, and it can't even stand up. And just limps away, and it's basically a mercy kill at this point. Really sad, but it's just one of the incredible details of Dark Souls. Killing Sif, we get the Covenant of Artorias, which is a ring. We also get the Soul of Sif. We get some humanity and a Homeward Bone. Don't forget about the treasure behind the boss, behind Artorias' grave, which is the Hornet Ring, which boosts critical attacks. So it's a really good ring. I'm going to go ahead and equip it. There's another thing that I want to do here in Darkroot, and that is to take down an optional mini-boss. It's pretty close by, so we can take care of it now. There is also a Hydra that is technically in Darkroot Basin, but it's guarding a ladder that connects Darkroot Basin to Darkroot Garden. I'm not going to kill the Hydra now. I will not be killing the Hydra until we start to do the DLC. But just be aware that there is a Hydra down in the lake in the basin. So we're basically just taking a left from the boss door, and then we're going to follow this path here. There's a few treasures for us to pick up as well. And this is the mini-boss here. So it's this big cat. There's a chance I may not actually be able to kill this. These things are pretty insane. And there's 2 of them. So... oh, God. So there's 2 of them. The second one comes down after a while. They do bleed. It just takes a while. They also have this insane rolling attack that they recover pretty quickly from. Okay, great. So the second one should pop down now. Oh, there's actually 3. There's 3? I thought there was only 2. Oh, God. So now it's probably going to be a 2-on-1. You kill the first one, and the other 2 come down. I could have sworn it was just... yeah, I could have sworn it was... Okay, so the other one's winding up. Jesus. This is where it gets really, really crazy. Ugh, God. Ah, there we go. Okay. Let's go run back and get our souls. Alright, so I'm actually going to take a different route back to that area just to sort of show you the way the garden interconnects. But first, we're going to get some treasures. So we're going to follow this right wall. There are some Ents that will pop up. Yep, there you go. Right on cue. There are some Ents that pop up. These ones have a bit more health than the introductory ones, so you got to be careful with that. They sort of burrow in the ground. If you are ever fighting somebody, or if somebody ever invades you in here and you can't find them, you want to start hitting bushes. And that's because a lot of people who participate in forest PvP will use a spell called Chameleon. And Chameleon changes you into the form of something in the environment. And in Darkroot Garden, you are transformed into a bush. So if you can't find somebody who has invaded you, or if you've invaded someone else and they're hiding from you, start hitting bushes. And I'm talking about these bushes here. Start hitting these, and I almost guarantee you that one of them will be the other player. I put a clip on Twitter a few days ago, actually. When I first started doing these guides, I loaded up another save just to kind of get back into it. And the first person I invaded as a forest hunter was a bush for 5 minutes. Okay, so we're going to loot this corpse. This is the Eastern set, the one that Shiva of the East was wearing. And then we can just walk around here. Keep following here. We're looking for a little ravine. I'm also just double-checking to make sure there's no other treasure that I might have missed. I don't think there is, though. We can see the Hydra from here, though. That's the Hydra. Careful, because an Ent just saw us as well. But that's the Hydra. You don't want to fight the Hydra unless you have the Rusted Iron Ring. Unfortunately, you cannot shoot it from here. You do have to kind of fight it up close. But it's not as scary as it seems as long as you have the Rusted Iron Ring. Okay. We're going to come over here. We're just following the perimeter now. And we're looking for this little ditch right here. This is exactly what we were looking for. So we're going to follow this ditch. And it's going to lead us to a bridge. And if you'd like, you can go down that ladder, this one right here, and that will bring you closer. That'll basically bring you down there to that other bridge, and then you can go down another ladder to the Hydra. We are not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to cross the bridge and come back and get our souls. And... okay, so we only have to fight 2 of the kitty cats. We don't have to fight the 3rd one. I'm trying to see if there's a way that we can just fight one of them. I'm not sure if they path together. It looks like they do, so yeah, it looks like we're screwed. Oh, God, Jesus. Yep, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, God, dude. Can you please chill out? You bite me. Oh, I really need to heal. These guys are really, really hard. I see your little side. Oh, nice. He's caught on the vine here. Yep. Okay. Hopefully we can escape this death trap here. Cool. Yep. Take a little bite out of crime there, buddy. Jesus. Tap dancing Christ. These guys are the worst. I hate that I have to one-hand my weapon against these things. Alright, we almost have one down. We're pretty close here. Oh, God. Oh, he's one hit. Alright, that one's down. Sidewind. Okay, as long as we can get up and block, we should be okay. God. Get the double pump. Okay, we're in good shape. We are in good shape now. As long as I don't make any, like, really stupid mistakes. Hey, I was blocking that. How my shield up? Should be able to make them bleed. There we go. Okay, the 3 cats are down. And you get nothing for your trouble. it's literally nothing. It's just a crazy fight. I'm going to come back up here onto this ridge, just so you can kind of get a fuller idea of where we were. Right. Okay. So this is where we were. This is where the mushroom dads were that were guarding the chest. There's literally no prize for killing those things. It's just souls, which is sad, but it's just a fun little fight here in the forest, and those things are basically, you know, evil Alvina cats, which I think is pretty cool. I think it's worth doing. Okay, so with that out of the way, we can go ahead and strut on back to the bonfire. I'm just checking for any treasures we might have missed. I don't think we have. But now that we have the Crest of Artorias, we can successfully engage the boss of New Londo Ruins, which are the 4 kings. You can clear out New Londo Ruins, you could clear out the entire place, but you can't fight the boss without the Crest of Artorias. So that's why we did this. And again, since we're in the Forest Hunter Covenant, these guys are all friendly to us. Alright. So let's go ahead and run back to the bonfire. Darkroot Garden is done. We will return here, or we will return to Darkroot Basin, I should say, once we're ready to take on the DLC. Go ahead and rest at this bonfire. And then I am going to quickly warp to... I'm going to go to Firelink Shrine, and I'm going to show you where Shiva of the East ends up. He's pretty quick to get to from Firelink Shrine, and I'll also show you the weapons he has for sale. I'll just rest here, just to kind of get the checkpoint. If you're a fan of the Uchigatana, but you wish you had it had some more range, you can purchase the washing pole from Shiva of the East. It's pretty expensive, but it's worth it. It's a good weapon. It's a really, really long katana. So we'll ride the elevator down to New Londo Ruins, but we're not gonna do this area. We're just gonna go back to Blighttown really fast. Okay, let's come out here, and in case you forgot the way, you just turn right and go into this building here. And then this will lead us up to Valley of the Drakes. And then we cross the bridge. And we come in here, and then we come back to Blighttown. The way the world of Lordran connects is honestly astounding. It's just so good. Especially when you look at it, if you're interested, there's a 3D model viewer, or a 3D map viewer of this world available on PC. And when you actually see that it is built to be interconnected, it's not just like masked behind loading screens or anything like that. It is a fully connected world. It's mind-blowing. It really is. So we're gonna come down here, come down here. There's gonna be a chaos bug here. All right, we're gonna kill that. And then we're gonna take this ladder down. Watch out for the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes. Okay, and then take down this ladder, or take this ladder down, I should say. Oh god, yep, here's the mosquito. That's why I said watch out. Oh god. Alright. So we're gonna go down here, plunge this chaos bug, and then we're just gonna take the elevator back down, which we could do right here. Oh, I just noticed there's a dog in that wheel. That's funny. Okay, so we're going to take this all the way down here. And then you want to jump off on this platform here. Okay. And fall down again. And you should be able to see Shiva of the East at this point. So we'll kill this chaos bug just to kind of... There you go. Okay. And Shiva of the East is standing right here. And Shadow is standing right here. He's got a Uchigatana as well as a target shield.
Hello again. Strange to meet away from the clan and the forest. But while you are here, how about some equipment? I love collecting these things, but I can only keep so many. And you know, you are a friend. I'll sell them cheap.
Okay, so Shiva sells the Flamberge, the Stone Greatsword, Demon Great Machete, the Shotel, Uchigatana, Washing Pole, Demon's Great Axe, the Claw, as well as the Demon's Spear. And he also sells the Eastwood Grain Ring, which slows the loss of weapon durability. So if you're looking for the Washing Pole, like I said, it's 20,000 souls. It kind of has the same stats as the Uchigatana. I think the Uchigatana ends up, if I'm not mistaken, it ends up scaling better than the Washing Pole because it has D scaling on Dex, whereas the Uchigatana has B, which upgrades to, I think, S when you hit plus 15 with it. So the Uchigatana is a better weapon, but the Washing Pole is really good. It just has a really long reach. So this is where Shiva of the East stays for the rest of the game. And I think if you purchase all of his items... Let me just double check really quick. He actually had a hidden quest line that was cut from the game. So let me just quickly check him out really fast. If you ever leave the Covenant, Shiva will disappear from here. Then if you rejoin the Covenant, he'll be in the forest, and then he'll appear here. Shiva will stop selling you his wares if you abandon or break your bond with the Covenant. If you make him hostile, either by breaking the Covenant or by attacking him without getting killed, he will relocate to Darkroot Garden and attack you on sight. If you absolve your sin and rejoin the Forest Hunters, he will be back in Blighttown. Okay. If you kick... Oh, this is funny. If you kick Shadow off the cliff, then reload the game and loot the Darkwood Grain Ring, that will still make him hostile and break the Covenant, but he will not relocate to Blighttown, even after absolving your sin and rejoining the Covenant. So if you want to keep him as a vendor, don't kill Shadow under any circumstances. Yeah, so I'm not sure if he disappears when you buy all of his items like anybody else does. I don't know if this guy hollows. Yeah. Well, that's Shiva of the East, so now you know where to find him in case you want to buy some stuff from him. Let's go ahead and use another Homeward Bone to bring us back to Firelink Shrine. And that's going to do it for this section of the walkthrough. In the next section, part 12, we will go down to New Londo Ruins, and we will open the seal, unflood the city, we will drain the city, and then we will fight the 4 kings and have the option of joining the Darkwraith Covenant. It's going to be a longer section. New Londo Ruins takes a while, but it's also where we find the very large Ember, which allows us to level our weapon up to the maximum level of plus 15. So that's why I'm doing this area next. But that's it. So let's go ahead and spend our souls, level up, put some more points in Dex. I'm going to upgrade Endurance and Vitality from here on out, at least for a little while. But yeah, that's going to do it. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Dark Souls Remastered, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'll be Johnny Cage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.